Good evening, participants. It gives me immense pleasure to invite you all for our 110th webinar series on behalf of the American College Madurai Department of Psychology under the leadership of Suresh Kumar sir and the core team. We welcome you all. Now I request Suresh Kumar sir to please introduce the speaker.
Yeah, thank you, Veena. Dear participant, I'm very happy to introduce today's speaker. And I think we had more than 100 sessions. But today, a person who is having more than 30 years of experience in the field of mental health. And I'm going to share some of his experience. I think if I say all the experiences, it goes around 30 minutes. So I'm going to just give the title of a different role he played. Right now, Mr. Mogidin Pasa is the head of the Department of Psychology, Satyabama University. And when you look at his profile, he was trained more than 70,000 employees in Dubai. Not only in that, and when you take into Tamil Nadu context, he is playing a vital role in for emotional counseling and for psychotherapy component. And when you look at that, there is an emotional well-being center in Chennai. He is the head of the center for that emotional well-being center in Chennai. If you want to get training, or if you want to nurture your skill on those components, you can meet him. And today we are going to have an amazing session, and it is need of the hour also. I'm going to invite sir for presenting that wonderful topic. I'm going to share his screen also. Psychosocial well-being during this COVID-19 period. I think there are two organizations as of now. They said that the second pandemic is on mental health and well-being. So to address those things, we need an expert in that field. So one of the person who can give that valuable experiences, valuable input on that, today's speaker is Mr. Mogidin Pasa, head of the Department of Psychology, Satyabama University. Sir, floor is over to you. You can share your knowledge, sir. Sir, you can share your screen, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Respected Principal Dr. Davamani Christopher, sir, and Dr. Suresh Kumar, coordinator of this webinar session, faculty members, students, good evening to one and all. I feel extremely happy to spend some quality time with all of you through this webinar session. Taking part in different webinar session is a part of my role, but today I feel extremely happy. The reason is, after a very long time, I'm getting connected with a great institution, American College, from where I have completed my undergraduation. Yes, I am one among you. I happen to be your alumni. My roll number is 84 Zoo 46. I am from the Department of Zoology. Before, this COVID outbreak of this COVID has greater impact on the mental health status of individual, families, groups, industries, especially the students population, academic institutions, and the academic process. Considering this importance, the management of American College is organizing a webinar on this topic. I would like to really appreciate the initiative efforts of American College management and also the Department of Psychology. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank profoundly Dr. Suresh Kumar, who has provided me such a wonderful platform. I would like to present the content of this today's webinar session with three components. The first one is scientific understanding about the prevailing situation. Number two, as an individual, how we all relate and respond to the situation. The third is what are all the modified or required changes to cope with the situation. Definitely, I'd like to have this session in a two-way interactive session. Language should not be the barrier for learning. So, participants, whichever language you are comfortable, you can ask questions in your own language. In that case, we can have it more of in a bilingual manner. With reference to the first component, infections are caused by microorganisms, which includes virus, bacteria, fungi, etc. There is always a close connection between microbes and human beings. Experts believe about half of all human DNA originated from viruses that infected and embedded their nucleic acid in our ancestors' egg and sperm cells. From the moment we are all born, microbes begin to colonize our bodies. Each of us has a unique set of microbial communities, I can say. These microbes occupy all over our body surfaces, including skin, gut, and mucous membrane. These microbes used to spread in different ways. For example, through skin contact, through transfer of body fluids, contact through fecal matters, ingesting contaminated food or water, touching an object that has a pathogen, or inhaling airborne particles or droplets. For example, when we sneeze, that sneezing contains more than 40,000 droplets of microbes. When we are coughing, that cough contains closer to 3,000 microbes. When we are talking to other person per minute, again that droplets contains close to 600 microbes. That is the way these microbes used to get spread. Viruses are responsible for a wide range of diseases, including common cold, measles, chickenpox, genital herpes, and influenza. Many of these emerging infectious diseases, such as AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome, etc., caused by viruses. Viruses are pockets of nucleic acid either in DNA or RNA. It cannot be cultured in artificial media for scientific research or vaccine development. They can be grown only in living cells or fertilized eggs or in a tissue culture. We need to understand the concept of immunity. What is immunity? Immunity is the state of protection against foreign pathogens. Pathogens means disease-causing agent or foreign substance. So which are otherwise known as antigens. Whenever antigens, then immediately our WBC, they produces B lymphocytes, which are otherwise known as antibodies to protect against the entry of antigens. So this antigen antibody reaction leads to immunity. தமிழ்ல நோய் எதிர்ப்பு சக்தின்னு சொல்லுவோம் நம்ம. The immune system is determined by our genes. In the present situations, this COVID is very much affecting the elderly people with the age more than 65 and above. So in that case, we can determine their immune level by giving a simple blood test. The blood test will, through blood test, we will identify their antibody levels. Antibodies are basically immunoglobulin. Again, when you talk about the immunoglobulin, IgG, IgM, IgE. So IgE immunoglobulin is very much weaker, means then those people are prone to develop asthmatic, any kind of allergic diseases. So through this, by giving a simple blood test, to some extent, this indicates our antibody levels. So in case it happened to be a weaker, then it can be supplemented by taking vitamin C, A, vitamin E, and also B6, B12, along with some kind of minerals like iron and zinc. So this antigen antibody reaction is an inbuilt continuous biological process that is happening since inception, since the origin of life. Struggle for existence, survival of the fittest, according to the natural selection theory by Dr. Charles Darwin. This is not a new thing for us. This inbuilt biological process is taking place. So we'd like to quickly understand the difference between epidemic and pandemic. Epidemic, it is a disease that affects a larger number of people within a community or in a particular population or in a particular geographical region. When it affects a particular group of people or it happens in a particular geographical region, that time it is known as epidemic. For example, when you trace out the histories of epidemics, epidemics are happening throughout the world, throughout the time. It's not a new thing. It is happening then and there. In 2003, China was very much affected by SARS. severe acute respiratory syndrome. In 2014, West Africa was very much affected by epidemic called Ebola. Even in the recent 2017, some part of United States of America was affected by a particular epidemic called opioid. It's a result of consumes of opiates group of drugs. Pandemic, it is also basically epidemic. All pandemic are basically epidemics. When it happens or started affecting across the globe or intercontinental level, then it is known as pandemic. In 1918, France was very much affected by pandemic called the Spanish flu. Now, 2020, we are very much talking about COVID that started, originated from China. When we talk about this COVID, before I get into COVID, I would like to emphasize even country like India or in any other region, every day we have our own death rate and mortality rate. But so far, we didn't even get to notice what is the death rate of India, what is the birth rate of India. We didn't even notice. We were not at all bothered about it. Every day, close to 23,000 people are dying due to various diseases in India. Approximately 370 people committing suicide in India. But so far, we didn't give importance or didn't give attention to all these details. It is happening. It is part and partial of any our life. That's what I am trying to emphasize here. Birth rate and death rate, it's a part and partial of any country. It is happening. We cannot deny. So all of a sudden in our lifetime, we never across or heard any disease like COVID. Once this COVID has started taking place, we all of us become very much panic. COVID is basically an infectious disease which affects the respiratory tract, especially it is correlated with our lung function. Now, for example, if you look at the breathing rate of and the more and more we grow in physical age, our breathing rate, or in other words, lungs functioning level will be getting weakened. For example, when you happen to see a 15-year-old boy, when he is breathing, you can compare the breathing rate of 15-year-old boy with a 40-year-old man. There's a lot of difference. The same way, when elderly people above 65 or 70, lot of difference between 15-year-old boy breathing rate and 40-year-old man's breathing rate and 70 years old person's breathing rate. So before I get into other component, here I would like to say, start your daily routine by allotting or spending 10 minutes in early morning to do your breathing exercise, pranayama. So that itself, if you start doing it, definitely you are initiating your, I mean, daily routine in a very wise manner. So somehow this lockdown started March 3rd week. Now I'd like to emphasize how as a person we relate and respond. The connectivity of mind. So when I'm talking about connectivity of mind, I would like to say something about the concept of mind. Most of us, to some extent, we are all aware about our physical functions. For example, heart takes care of circulation, lungs takes care of respiration, kidney takes care of excretion. These are all otherwise known as physical functions or physiological functions. Similarly, we do have mental functions. What are they? Our mental functions are our thinking, our feeling, our attention, our concentration, our orientation, our memory, our perception, our intelligence, and so on and so forth. So all these mental functions are controlled by brain. So biologically or clinically, scientifically speaking, mind is nothing but function of brain. Having said that, now we need to, now what we are doing, we need to observe how our mind works. Every day, every day it starts with, we keep on loading lot of informations. Okay, how our mind is getting connected to external world. Our mind is getting connected to external world through our 5 senses. Whatever we see, whatever we perceive, whatever we sense, through senses, we are receiving, processing, and registering lot of information into our brain. For example, a particular person, the way he receives informations, process information, and storing informations in a positive way means all the stored information, the brain, which in turn transfer into or converted into positive thinking, positive emotions, and positive actions. For example, another person, he receives, process, and stored all the information in a negative way means definitely in such situation, his brain converts all those information into a negative thought, a negative emotions, and negative actions. So those people definitely will tend to develop a lot of anxiety and depression. Here I would like to share some of my experiences. So Dr. Suresh Kumar pointed out, I'm running an independent counseling center. So I have my counseling practice. during this time, my number is, I'm doing some online counseling services, and my number is distributed among government officials, social welfare department, even district collector of Kanjipuram. So when these difficult situations, all the first line government officials are allotting some assignment to the second line officials. The second line officials are not getting back with a completed task. When the first line officials happen to trace out the second line officials, they all happen to be in the state of anxiety or depression, especially those government officials in the age of 50, in the verge of getting retirement, 58 or 59. Sir, எனக்கு 24 yearsல பொண்ணு இருக்கா, இன்னொருக்கு மேரேஜ் ஆகல, எனக்கு ஏதாவது ஆச்சுன்னா என் பொண்ணை யார் பாத்துக்குவாங்க? ஸோ எனக்கு வெளியில போறதுக்கே பயமா இருக்கு, நிறைய வேலை கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, எனக்கு வந்து ஒரே பீதியா இருக்கு, ரொம்ப படபடப்பா இருக்கு, எனக்கு எதுவும் ஆயிருமோன்னு ரொம்ப பதட்டமா இருக்கு, தூக்கம் வரல, என் ஃபேமிலி எல்லாருமே என்னை வந்து எதுவும் பண்ண வேண்டாம்னு சொல்றாங்க, என்னை ப்ரெஷரைஸ் பண்றாங்க, என்னை வெளியில அனுப்பி விட மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க, அதனால அவங்க கொடுத்த வேலையை நான் செய்யல. ஓகே, யா, யூ ஹவ் டெவலப்டு certain fearfulness or anxiety due to some environmental factors, I do admit. But when we know all these higher officials, they are asked to do some kind of simple blood test. Most of them happen to have a better, they are maintaining a better immune level, better antibody level. So that kind of things again, then after that, I motivated them to know, get into the job, then they were started doing some kind of work. So பூனை கண்ணை மூடிச்சுன்னா எல்லாமே உலகமே வந்து ரொம்ப இருட்டா தெரியும். அந்த மாதிரி வந்துட்டு கோவிட்னால நம்ம ரொம்ப எல்லாருமே ரொம்ப அதிக அப்படியான ஒரு பதட்டத்துக்கு வந்து நம்ம ரொம்ப ஆளாயிருக்கோம். நம்மளை சுத்தி நடக்கக்கூடிய என்வரான்மெண்டல் ஃபேக்டர்ஸ்ல நம்ம வந்து அவேர்னஸ் இருக்கணும். பட் வந்து இப்போ அந்த பதட்டமே வந்து ஒரு கோவிடை விட அதிகமான ஒரு பதட்டத்துக்கும் ஒரு பயத்துக்கும் நம்ம ஆளாயிருக்கோம். See, definitely we tend to receive a lot of informations through social media, televisions, what is happening in US, other Western countries, especially about the death rate. There is a finding from whatever the figures they are projecting. Yeah, definitely a lot the death rate arise out of happening in the elderly population level. Now, for all these things, they are connecting with some other particular incident, which I would like to share with all of you. In Japan, during 2011 March, there was an earthquake and tsunami. As a result of that, there was a nuclear disaster happened in the Fukushima Daiichi, the place of Fukushima Daiichi. There was a nuclear disaster. From the time of 2011 to 2014 up to 2015, there was a 4 damaged reactors. It was releasing radioactive leakages. The effect of this disaster, nuclear disaster, continuously there was a radioactive leakage for the next 3 to 4 years. So this information was continuously, repeatedly projected in all the social medias or televisions of US. So after that incident, most of the US based people, they have developed a kind of panic disorders. You know, when we are developing continuously, or when we are keeping our physical system into more of a panic state, more than 1,000 negative chemical reactions are getting secreted, which in turn affects our body functions, resulting with our decreased immune system. So definitely this is also one of the reasons for high rate of mortality in USA. This particular incident, we cannot separate our body from mind. There is a direct correlation between our sight and our physique. Many a times of late, due to various reasons, most of us are suffering from different forms of psychosomatic disorders. In Tamil, we used to say, உணர்ச்சிகளால் உருவாகும் உடல் நோய்கள். நம்மளுடைய உணர்ச்சிகளை, நம்மளுடைய எமோஷன்ஸை நம்ம நெறிப்படுத்தல அப்படின்னா, நம்மளுடைய நெகட்டிவ் எமோஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் நம்ம உடம்புல அக்குமுலேட் ஆயிட்டு, நம்ம உடம்புல இருக்கிற பிரதான உறுப்புகளை வந்துட்டு பழுதடைய செஞ்சு உடல் நோய்களாக வெளிப்படும். சைக்கோசோமாட்டிக் டிசார்டர், உணர்ச்சிகளால் உருவாகும் உடல் நோய்கள். So that's what, in fact, இப்போ அந்த
excuse me sir,
யுஎஸ்ல நடந்த இன்சிடென்ட்ஸ்க்கு இது ஒரு ரீசன்ஸா வந்து பாக்குறாங்க, கார்லேட் பண்ணி பாக்குறாங்க. So what I'm trying to say, we should not become panic. We are all sailing in the same boat. ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு படகுல நம்ம எல்லாம் பிரயாணம் பண்றோம். அந்த படகு வந்து due to various reasons அந்த படகு வந்து இப்ப கவர போகுது. பயங்கரமான ஒரு சூறாவளி காத்து வீசுது.
sir,
excuse me படகுல
sir,
hello, yeah,
sir, most of the participants are from other states, so if we could keep it in
fine.
Yeah, thank you sir, thank you so
yeah
much.
So whenever when you think of in the small boat, there is only one person, I mean there are only one person is traveling. What will be his mental state? He will all of a sudden he will become panic. He will develop fearfulness. He will start thinking that yeah, life is going to be end. So think of the same situations inside the small boat. There are more than 20 people are traveling. Then what will be the mental status of each person? Even in that crucial situation also, people will try to develop some kind of confidence. The reason is, I am not alone. It is not happening to me alone. There are other co-passengers. So whatever happens to other passengers, it is going to happen to me. So I need not become panic. So what I'm trying to say is, at this point of time, we should not become panic. Just now I spoken about antigen antibody reactions. The given situations, we should not allow fear to get into our system. When in spite of various reasons you are developing fear, means you should all of a sudden you should also start developing your own faith. Your fear is the antigen, your faith is your antibody. Fear is the antigen, faith is your antibody. Whenever you are developing fear than try to immediately develop your faith. So that is very much required here. That is only is going to save all of us. Fine. So somehow we all went into lockdown. Within this 75 to 80 days, during this lockdown period, all of us went through different kind of emotions. The initial period, when COVID has started, we were trying to keep on saying that we showed a kind of denial. No, COVID, it won't come to India. It happened only, it is applicable only for Western countries. If at all it comes to India, it will affect only metropolitan cities like Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai, Bangalore. It won't come to Madurai. So we were initially, even if at all it comes to Madurai or Chennai, because of our climatic condition, humidity, it won't get spread. So initially we were trying to show kind of a denial. Then over the period of time, lockdown continues, it started happening. We have developed a kind of anger or hostile feeling towards the lockdown. Oh, they put everything in lockdown. The lockdown is going to affect my normal routine. How I'm going to earn, what is the source for my livelihood, how I'm going to run my family. So second phase, we all have started developing a kind of hostile or a anger kind of feeling. Then third phase again, it would not happen. So we were talking about a kind of murmuring. Then again, gradually, then we all entered up into a kind of developing ideas of hopelessness, a kind of depressive state. Now, in the recent 10 to 15 days, then we have started slowly accepting the reality. We are now, as of now, we are in the state of accepting the reality. When it started happening now. Yeah, in this connection, I'd like to share one incident. Dr. Lyall, he happened to be a South African biologist. He has done a behavioral study in the year of 1950. What he has done in the study, he has done the study correlating, the title of the study was 100 monkey effect. 100 monkey effect. He has done the study involving some Japanese monkeys and sweet potato. You started throwing sweet potato towards the Japanese monkey. The monkey had started taking this sweet potato, and immediately it happened in the study was conducted in an island. So that island called Kojima Island. Kojima Island. So these monkeys have started washing this sweet potato in the seawater, and after that it started having it. After that it started eating. So next day he was doing the same exercise for a second monkey. The second monkey also happened to do the same thing. Third monkey, fourth monkey, fifth monkey, 10th monkey, 20th monkey, even 100th monkey. So after that, he was observing the monkey's behavior. He evolved the concept, he coined the concept of biology of unconsciousness. Biology of unconsciousness. After inferring the result from this 100th monkey, he changed the place of conducting the research. He has conducted the same kind of research in another island, where also he happened to get the same kind of result. Then he coined the particular concept called biology of unconsciousness. So he has also mentioned about the biology of unconsciousness concept in a particular book called Life Tide. Life Tide. The title of the book is Life Tide. So through this concept, what he was trying to emphasize, or what he was trying to explain is, if we would like to introduce any positive changes or positivity in others' mind, we can definitely, we can start sharing our beliefs, our ideas. We can select a particular population. If we start sharing our ideas, our views among a particular geographical region, then definitely all our associate people will also start following the or sharing the ideas and beliefs, which leads to a positive change or kind of positivity. So, my dear ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to say is, so we need to adopt that kind of exercise or that kind of phenomena to inculcate positivity in all of our mind. You know, that kind of things only will definitely will enable us to come out of from the situations. So normally in Indian context, most of us, we are trying to focus only on problems rather than focusing on solutions. When any problems comes, we started murmuring about the problem. Oh, now it has come. How we are going to overcome? How we are going to overcome? So we will used to talk about more about, most of the times we are problem focused rather than solution focused. Here I'd like to share one of my case history. In Satyabama, our college, my number is very well known to all my students' populations. Anything for their personal, emotional health status, they used to make a phone call, then they used to get any kind of guidance or tips from me. During this Corona period, just I'm talking about 2 months back, when it was started, I happened to see a missed call the early morning around 5:50. One of our students, he made a call from Nagapattinam. So then after seeing the missed call, I made a call. Then he was saying that, sir, I'm very much, in the recent past, I'm very much depressed. The more and more the periods gets extended, the lockdown period gets extended, I'm become very much depressed. I'm become very much restless. Why? What is the reason? No, sir, this thing, my parents are not in a position to understand me in a proper way. They are pressurizing, where they are emphasizing me to do certain things. What they are pressurizing, what they are emphasizing. Sir, the thing is, my father is running a grocery shop. So this thing, no, after joining Satyabama, I'm doing first B computer science with whatever the theoretical exposure in the recent past. I developed a skill of doing some art, digital art. I learned the skill of digital art. Now I'm very much interested. I'm spending a lot of time making my digital art, which in turn I'm displaying it through my laptop to different people. People are also coming and buying for a better cost, 400 rupees, 500 rupees. So now I'm the lockdown period. I try to manage my time. I was spending most of my time on developing the digital. I mean, design, digital art, for which I'm not getting permission from my parents. They're trying to stop it. They're scolding me for most of the time. I'm spending my time only on laptop without understanding what I'm really doing. They're asking me to come and help them at their grocery shop. Since the grocery shop is allowed to run for just 2 hours in the morning time and second of also 2 hours in a post lunch time. So my father is very much pressurizing. I'm not going there means he is very much angry with me. After it, my mother also joined with my father. Continuously, they're scolding me. They're not allowing me to make use of my laptop also. So I'm very much tensed. I'm not able to stay within the house. I'm not able to move out also. So now I'm in a very confused situation. I'm in a very restless mood. I'm feeling very much depressed. So I listened to all these background stories. Then I further I have spoken to him. Okay, what is happening when you are involving the process? No, this is what I'm developing a skill, which is I'm very much I'm motivating, but the skill is very much recognized. So I'm feeling I'm doing a worthwhile job, very useful job. Okay, fine. What is your father is doing? You need to understand the realistic situation now, the present situation. You are in a lockdown period. Even with money or without money, most of the people are struggling to get the day-to-day grocery. In such a situations, if you go and enable your father standing in a grocery shop, you are very much, you are enabling so many people to get grocery from you. So that is it not a worthwhile process? Don't you able to see a usefulness in that process? Even for which even with amma or appa, where both of the parents are able to feed grocery for 50 people means, if you are also going and standing means, collectively 3 of you will able to reach more than 100 and 120 people. Is it not worthwhile, worthfulness? It's not a useful task. Don't you feel like that? So I throw that kind of questions. Then after that, yes, he said, yes, sir, what you are saying is also a kind of. Then I spoke to the parents. Look, you up to last year, he was a +2 student. Now he is a emerging computer science engineer. So after that, he has developed digital art. Now you need to understand his skill sets also. So it is better if you now explain and he's asking, he will come and assist you in the morning 2 hours. Don't pressurize him in the second half. So second half, let him spend it for his own digital art purpose. First half, let him come and do it. Then after that, it happened to be more of a win-win situation. Then the boy has started going to a grocery shop. He was very much involved in the process of assisting his parents. After that, whenever he get in time, he started going there. So what I'm trying to say is, we need to be solution focused. In life, many times, most of the solutions are part of the problem. So we need to understand the different perspectives and dimensions of our problem and try to come out of that thing. So that kind of approach will definitely will enable all of us. Second thing is, when we start accepting the reality, then definitely we will start perceiving all the problems as challenges. When we start accepting the reality, accepting the situation, then we will start perceiving all the problems as challenges. When we start perceiving all the definitely all the medicines are not giving 100%. All these medicines are enabling us to control over. With the taking medicines, we are trying to control over. That definitely is not giving cure. So now that same kind of things, we need to quickly follow all the government guidelines, which whatever people are saying, do's and don'ts, this keeping social distance, or frequent hand wash. Whenever we happen to go outside, we have to put our mask, then using sanitizers, then what is it? In fact, respiratory hygiene. So these are all very much required. We need, if we start applying all these guidelines in a very meticulous way, definitely we need not worry about COVID. See, we are locked. Definitely nobody is going to give the key. Even the government has done a lot of things from their end. Even World Health Organizations, they applied so many strategies. Finally, whether it's a World Health Organization or in Tamil Nadu, they are again especially Chennai, more and more. In recent days, we are keep on increasing. It is nobody can help now. What they are going to adopt is, what they have started adopting is, that is called herd immunity. Herd immunity is otherwise known as community immunity or natural immunity. Many people contact the disease, and in time they build up an immune response to it. So over the period of time, they are going to remove from the lockdown period. We are all going to mix up with infected, and everybody's mixed up with infected people. In such situation, most of us are going to develop or getting infected by COVID. Then gradually, in that situation, we all of us will try to develop immunity. That is the way it is going to happen. Even last week, after meeting our Chief Minister, the Deputy Director of ICMR, she was giving a Pradeep Kaur, Deputy Director of ICMR, she was giving, he was addressing to Sun News. Yeah, for another 3 months, we are going to have more number of corona affected cases, which indirectly it implies that they are going to apply the herd immunity. So what is more important is self-regulation, adherence. That only will help us. If we really look at the nature of life, life itself is dual in nature. So we cannot see life only with problems. for any problems, there will be a solution. So at this juncture, again and again, I would like to emphasize to generate more of positivity in your mind. Try to look at all the problems as challenges. You start seeing this as a challenges, definitely there will be a positivity in your mind. You start working with the situation in fullest positivity, effort will be more than it is the right way of coping with the present situations. So with all this input, now here I would like to restrict my interactions. I'm available for any kind of question and answers.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us on psychosocial well-being of COVID. You have given lots and lots of information to all of us. Thank you. And the floor is open for question and answer sessions. Participants, whoever have questions, kindly raise your hands and you can ask the questions. I think we have one participant, Rajini Basha, with the question, I think. Sir, can you please unmute and ask the question? Rajini Basha? Participants, anyone else is having any question from yes, sir, we have a question from Divya Vijay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Divya Vijay, please go ahead with your question. You have to unmute yourself. You have to unmute yourself and ask the question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So actually nowadays these COVID cases are getting increased only, sir. Actually in our area we having COVID case here, and the affected person is in May. So he is running his family and he is saying that no need to enclose this to everyone. As I'm affected, if you say this to the street persons, they will be making me so uncomfortable. Actually, his brother was having this case of COVID infection. So after 2 days, he has got confirmed with the test. Now he is under quarantine in an institution, sir. But their family members are now crying that how could we run our family? So we can't answer them for their questions. If we convince them also, it's only lasting up to 2 hours or 3 hours. And again, they are asking that our question. We have two small kids with us. So how can we manage our family? They are so disturbed and depressed with this quarantine conditions. Actually, he is not upon the comorbid conditions. He just has the symptoms as running nose alone. We have been not with other cases, but their family is not getting convinced that he should be under home quarantine. We won't allow him to go for an institution or hospitalization. So how we can convince them, sir?
No, fine, I understand the situation. First thing, you ensure them about it is I mean COVID also like any other physical disease. By addressing it, by strengthening the immune system, gradually these people will turn to become negative. So there is no need to get panic. Definitely, it's not a very fatal or something lethal kind of a disease. If we start addressing, it's simply over the period of time after this thing by strengthening immune system, then this result will be positive will be converted into negative. That's the thing. Second thing is, of course, you can very well quickly you can relate or coordinate with some of your district level governmental agencies. You can keep in touch with them. If we inform them, then definitely the governmental agencies nowadays, they are very much they will reach out the affected person's family. They will start providing, for example, 1 month grocery, or
Yes, sir.
they are providing some materials to to run to livelihood of the family. All these things are happening. So you
Yes,
can
sir.
definitely first ensure the affected person, then connect with the zonal level or district level. You belongs to which place, ma'am?
Ainavaram, sir.
Oh, you are in Chennai. Then definitely, then very well. You can probably tomorrow you can make a call. I will
Okay,
give
sir.
a. In Chennai, greater. Chennai Corporation. Very big team is working on that. I will direct you to one of the coordinator of this Tamil Nadu COVID project. If you
Okay, sir.
explain all these things, definitely they will be in a position to take care of the family. Don't worry. If you are in Chennai, no problem.
Okay,
Tomorrow,
sir.
probably you can definitely. What is your number, ma'am? Can I take your phone number?
Sir, I'm your student, sir.
Okay. You belong to which? Okay. If you don't make, can I take your phone number, or you can take my number?
I already have your number, sir.
Fine. You are from.
Satyabama University, sir.
You are Divya only talking about it. I now understand.
Yes, sir.
Divya, நீதானா?
நான் தான், sir.
சரி, அப்புறம் நீங்க தாராளமா you can very well you can the things you can definitely coordinate. You can have a word with Hussein. He will make
Okay,
arrangements.
sir. எஸ் சார், அதுக்கும் பிளான் பண்ணோம் சார். பட் ஆனால் அவங்க ஃபேமிலி என்ன ஃபீல் பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா, இது யார்கிட்டயுமே சொல்ல வேணாம். பிகாஸ் தே ஹேவ் 2 small kids, sir, and also one aged women in their house. So they are feeling that if they also get infected, means our family will be totally separated from the street itself. So again, when we enter into the street, they will be feeling us as strangers, and they will be saying that இவங்க நம்மளுக்கும் ஸ்ப்ரெட் பண்ணி விட்டுருவாங்க அப்படின்ற மாதிரி they are feeling, sir. I
No,
convinced
you
them
first
to
you first you address them. You try to help them to come out of from the panic or anxiety.
Okay, sir.
Definitely, it is like any other. You educate them. It is like any other physical this thing. It is 100%. It's warrantable. So need not worry about it. After that, if you take proper this thing,
Okay, sir.
quarantine, then with some kind of basic antibiotics and medicine, then it will in turn strengthening your immune system. So your positive will after get your immune system is strengthened means then your positive will turn to negative.
Okay,
So
sir. Thank you,
is
sir.
start educating that manner. Try to ensure them first. You try to help them to come out of the
Okay, sir.
panic state.
Sure,
Otherwise,
sir.
the whole family there's a possibility to get affected.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Second
Okay,
thing,
sir.
you start coordinating with your your
Hussain, sir.
coordinator.
Okay,
Definitely,
sir.
a lot of people, lot many things are happening from your headquarters, Chennai
Yes, sir.
Corporation. With the help of the coordinators, you will try to you take care of the other needs of the family.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Thank you, Divya, and thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next question. Yeah, next question is from Prasad, sir. Prasad, sir, can you please unmute yourself and ask the question?
Very good evening, sir.
Mm.
That was really a very enlightening session, very practical with regarding to the present situation, sir. Whole society is under great depression and kind of fear. Positivism, the concept of positivism really floats people by giving a little bit of hope. And thanks a lot for that one, sir. And my small question is, sir, you told about herd community.
Yeah.
Then
Herd immunity.
herd immunity. So general information is that in India, mostly youngsters are there compared to the elders.
Mm.
But when this herd immunity is encouraged by government, youngsters may sustain this immunity and all these things in future course of time.
Yeah.
But what about elders? Because elders are elders. As you told that the first effect will be on elders only. And it will be more serious when they have comorbid situations.
Yeah.
So how is this herd immunity is going to affect the lives of the elders in the coming days?
I'm very sorry to say the brutal reality. Definitely, we are not going to save all the elderly people, especially above the age group of 65 and 70. That to be those who have already suffered from any kind of chronic, already in a respiratory diseases, asthma or anything else, or high blood pressure, or some kind of known diabetic for for a very long time. Definitely, these people to some extent, definitely it is going to affect. That's what I'm also very much worried about it. Only thing is probably quickly based on their socio-economic status, we can direct them in a right manner. We can go for doing some kind of, as I told you, in a simple blood test through which we will try to identify their immunoglobulin level. Then definitely that indicates, definitely that will give an indication that whether their their immune system is slightly weakened or very much weakened or inadequate, something like that. It gives some kind of indications. With that, if we start giving some kind of a supplement by vitamins, all those things, we can, to some extent, we can save them. But then I cannot again give a full kind of this thing. One thing definitely, some percentage of mortality rate is going to happen among elderly people, which is inevitable. I'm very sorry to make this statement.
Sir, you told that IgG test is there, immunoglobulin, some test.
Yeah.
There are some classifications, IgG, A, E. Which test is important, sir?
This is IgG, IgM, IgE. IgE is definitely these people, if they got already they are prone to develop some kind of chronic respiratory diseases, means their immunoglobulin level will be very much weakened. To determine that,
sir,
we need to do that test.
IgE test.
IgE.
Sir, if you don't mind,
E.
Yeah, sir. Can you please give phone number, sir?
You are calling from which place?
I am calling from Bangalore, sir.
Okay. It is definitely you can very close by. You can approach one of some modern any kind of clinical laboratory. Hello.
Yes, sir. I am listening.
Yeah, which does all kind of this kind of tests. If you go on, you can meet them. They will explain is in the detail. That will be a package. First to giving a simple blood test, then again which will talk about overall immunoglobulin level. Then they can identify specifically IgE. Then there is another test, something like that. They will guide you properly. It is better you can approach nearby modern clinical laboratory.
Okay, sir. But generally,
a lot of sorry.
I mean, for the sake of as a resource for these positivism and psychosocial importance, so we'd like to be in touch with you, sir. Could you please give me your phone?
Definitely. You can. Yeah, my number is, you can take it is 98410.
Okay.
48535.
98410 48553.
98410 48535.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a great session, sir. Thank you so much.
Fine.
Thank
Welcome.
you, Mr. Prasad. And I request Ekta Jain to please give the feedback. Participants, if you have any other queries, kindly write to us to mywebinarfeedback@gmail.com. Ekta, can you please give the feedback of the session?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Sir, such a wonderful session that we had. In fact, the part that we didn't have a presentation also didn't come in any hindrance, because it felt like we're actually listening to you one-to-one. And it also, among the fact that you gave us a lot of inputs from your personal experience as a lecturer, and that actually helped us get more practical inputs on how to handle this situation. You seem like your students' favorites, so that is also a very nice thing that you have taught us today, to be more approachable to students and to the public. So thank you so much, sir, for a wonderful session today.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of the American College Madurai Department of Psychology, under the leadership of Suresh Kumar sir and core team, I take this privilege to place my sincere vote of thanks for you for a wonderful and enlightening session. Thank you so much for coming out with such a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much, sir. Participants?
Madam, like sir told the number, can he repeat it? Like we won't.
Can you please write to us, Suchitra ma'am, so that we can send you? Please
Okay,
write your queries.
Actually, my question to him was how the corporation people
Yes, please
help.
do. Yes, please do write to us. We will get your questions answered from our experts. Definitely.
Can I send the WhatsApp message to you, ma'am?
Yeah, kindly send to us. Kindly send the questions and feedback to mywebinarfeedback@gmail.com. Whatever questions you have, we will send to the expert and we get them clarified. Thank you, participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that wonderful session. We will meet with yet another session tomorrow. Thank you. Good night.
1 minute.
Yes, sir.
I would like to just send across you one 18 to 20 pages, a small booklet.
Sure, sir.
Which talks about COVID.
Sure,
you
sir.
kindly distribute to all the participants.
Definitely.
Right now,
sir.
in another 5 minutes, I will send across you to my. It's 18 to 20 pages in English.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Send across to all the participants. Okay.
Yes.
Fine.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope participants would like to have that. Thank you so much, sir.
Fine. Thank you. Welcome.